We can start. So today we have a session about, I will go back for a second, about personal brand in the era of AI and actually how it changed within ChatGPT, within Claude and other LLMs we right now have. So what's new we have, what's principles, like how to get better ranks and like we will have lots of topics to discuss today. Just few words about us. Me and Nastya, we are marketers and we co-founded Go Global. It's a go-to-market consultancy agency, let's say, and we both work over building and executing strategies and bringing more local brands on a global landscape. And we have many years of experience in marketing, business development, also some training experience within some business schools and so on. So I will not go into details. You will have here on this slide or on some slides in the end. And we will follow our event agenda. Just a second. How to a second, like no. Nasa, is everything fine?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Okay,
The problematic.
super. The main problematics within this topic is that AI assistants, they are replacing traditional search. So earlier it was like people reviewed your LinkedIn, probably reviewed your Facebook for some informal content, probably Googled you in order to get some information. Right now, things are the same but a little bit different. So we are adding ChatGPT, Gemini, or other LLMs that having certain idea about you, certain picture. So and it's your digital footprint. We will speak over how to impact that digital footprint, how to be sure that LLMs are not confusing you with somebody else, or they are speaking what you would like people to know about you, and so on. So let's go further. Um, yeah, so the thing is that we came from like attention economy, like getting more visibility to the trust economy. So the main thing in the era of AI to be trusted and to earn the trust, and that's not the most easiest thing, as many things can be generated. Let's take, for example, case studies, right? Before it was quite complicated to create certain case study. Now it can be generated. So we have to remember that even if we use LLMs for producing some content, the content has to be very authentic and very trustworthy, as many things can be generated. And if we want people to believe in us, we have to add certain testimonials, certain proofs, certain examples, and so on in our case studies, in our reputation assets, and so on. So here we should focus quite a lot over bringing more trust to you and showing people that they can trust you. The death of classic search, it's as I mentioned, is quite evident, and we see like right now and in few years will be a drop in Google search rankings. So we already noticed this shift, and more people are searching information through LLMs. So we have to be prepared to zero-click search, and also that's more about AI overviews. If you know what it is, like a short snippets. That does not require people to click on your website, right? So like zero click search uh, in Google, and it's already there, and we have to be more prepared. Yeah, you can take a look later on this picture as well. In a little bit in more details. So overall, we live in over information world, and our task is to be authentic and to produce a trust, right? And different platforms like Threads or Reddit or even LinkedIn, if it's not over spammed, they are about that trust. They're about their opinion and like certain reputation you built for years. So that's all helps different LLMs to pick up you, to know who you are, and recommend you. Let's take this for the example, right? ChatGPT and myself, like if we ask certain ideas in ChatGPT or other LLMs, right? It has certain opinion about us, and what is it picks some information that was done earlier by us, right? So probably somewhere we were published, quoted in some medias, probably something we were published by ourselves, wrote some reviews, etc. So different media outlets, social medias, and so on, they form a reputation like bubble, your digital footprint and the opinion about you. So that's one of the examples on my case. Yeah, but we will go further a bit, and I want to give a word to Nastya to little bit explain more like in a technical terms and yeah, how it goes. Nastya.
Yeah, the boring part starts right now.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, so today you need to think that LLM, large language model like ChatGPT, Gemini, or Claude, it's your new business card. Before, what was important for search engine? Links, website, traffic. And right now, for AI, it's important to have direct answers. Yes, it's important how machine summarize your experience and recommendation. And visibility today means that you need to be cited, be summarized, and be being recommended. And if someone asks, "Can I trust this expert?" So AI should answer confidently. Yes, it's the main goal. And the next slide, please.
Okay.
We will talk about yeah, sorry Natalie for that. You will switch the slides. Yeah, how do you influence, can you influence an AI, and what matters for AI? It's media mentions, authoritative publications, structured data, and consistent narrative. And as you see, half of these points are from past, from SEO, classical SEO. If information is missing, the AI will flip this will fill this gap. So, and you may not always like how it feels it. So you need to control, yes, all the information that AI gets from internet, from your website, from your social profiles, and so on, so on. So personal branding today is not a vanity. Yes, it's like infrastructure, and it's very important for such like lawyers, doctors, consultants, SEOs, developers, and even creative professionals. So personal brand is about risk reduction. And if you have no digital presence, you are invisible, or even worse, you are undefined. And this is where classical SEO specialists can involve into a personal brand engineering. So it's very, it's not today classical SEO, not far from a personal brand. Yes, it's like very similar stuff, but with different names. And I think we can switch the slide for, yeah, I see a lot of, next slide, Natalie, please. Yeah, thank you. I see a lot of discussions about is SEO dead right now or not, but the thing is, we just change the object of optimization. Yes, from pages to people, from keywords to entities, from rankings to trust signals. And SEO skills are perfect for personal branding. Why? For digital audit, for structured data. We will talk about the structured data later. For link building, media mentions from trustworthy resources, and for content optimization. Yes, so right now in our AI world, PR is technical and not just creative like it was before. And I think we can switch the slide. Yeah, it's my favorite picture. It's the slide is about illusion of magic button. You know, we are with Natalie. We are both from marketing, and in marketing, they think that it looks simple. Yes, push the button and get leads, but we know the truth. It's never that simple. And being behind every lead, there are positioning, messaging, targeting, content, campaigns, and so on. And in personal branding, it works the same way. Yes, there are no silver bullet, there are no magic post, no magic publication. It's not a button, it's system of digital assets that you need to build around your brand or your personal brand. And personal branding is structured, strategic, and cumulative. It's built through positioning, media presence, professional profiles, structured data, and ongoing visibility. And just like in marketing, real results come from system, but not some shortcuts. And the system is on the next slide. Yeah, it's huge. Yeah. So this slide shows something very important. The personal brand is not LinkedIn profile, not Twitter profile, not even Reddit profile. It's not a website, and it's not a media publication. It's ecosystem. And in the center of this is a core concept of digital assets. AI systems like ChatGPT, Gemini, Google, they don't see you as a person. Yes, they see structural signals across the internet, and more consistent, credible these signals are, the stronger your entity becomes. So right now we will try break this slide on smaller pictures. Yes, these digital assets. And before we start, the next slide, please. I want to mention that LinkedIn is very important for sure. Your LinkedIn profile for personal branding is very important. But right now, it's penalizes generic AI content. AI content gets lower reach, low engagement. Very important thing like dwell time matters, comment matters, depth matters. So it's it's harder to build a consistent personal brand just with LinkedIn and quantities that meaning wins. Yes, so there are a lot of other places where we need to pay attention right now to build personal brand for our AI world. And the next slide. Yes, Google Knowledge Panel is one of them. What is it is? It's a rich result appearing in the right side of your search results for entities like people, companies, places, brands, or even organizations. And it provides summarized snapshot based on how Google understand your business, how Google understand your expertise, how Google understand your organization. And it's not a business listing, yes, it's entity recognition, and it signals that Google understand who you are. And AI models rely heavily on Google knowledge graph data. And so it's if you want AI visibility, depends on this Google Knowledge Panel. And if you still can't claim it, can't create it, you need to work on it because it increases visibility, brands builds authority, it's strengthens your brand credibility, drives traffic, and so on. And the next slide, it's very it builds from different blocks. And on the top of this process, you will get this AI visibility, desired AI visibility in the very like a price. Yes. And the next slide, it's very important. It's very important to understand the difference between Google Knowledge Panel and Business Profile, because they are not the same. Knowledge Panel is it's generated automatically based on knowledge graph data at what Google knows about you. But business profile is information submitted by the business focused on your local presence. So it's very important to understand that you can own this business profile, but knowledge graph is a more complicated thing. Yeah, and it's my favorite slide, I think. Google generates knowledge panels automatically. Oh my God, sorry, I can't pronounce this word. I don't know why. So, the generation process follows three this key points or key mechanism. First of all, it's data collection from trusted sources. What does it mean, trusted sources? For example, structured databases like Wikipedia, Wikidata, Crunchbase, then professional profiles, your LinkedIn account, or other public profiles. Then we are talking about trusted websites like Media Mention, is TechCrunch, Forbes, and so on, articles, your company resources, and so on. The next step is identifying the entity home. What does it mean? Google looks for primary source of information that can be associated with you. And to help Google generate a panel for personal brand, you need a dedicated personal website or about page. So this page should contain clear, functional, consistent language describing who you are, like a person, like a expert. And the next and the last but not least is structured data. We are talking hold on.
Mhm.
Yeah, structured data. It's adding this schema mockup to your personal website helps Google to understand the effect about your entity. This structured code makes it easier for the knowledge graph to verify your identity and achievements. So yeah, this consistency across the web is very crucial. And the more Google sees the same information matched across different platforms, the more confidence it has to automatically generate this knowledge panel about you and your brand. So you need to work on it. And let's move. Yeah. Can you apply for Google Knowledge Panel? Yeah. There is no direct application process, but you can increase the likelihood of one of your appearing. And yeah, there are some steps. First of all, choose your entity homepage. We talked about early, like website or about page on your company website. Then clear structured facts about you. Then structured data like schema mockups. No, Natalie. Stay here. Yeah. And the last but not least, ensure information matches across all platforms and links back to your entity home. And this entity home personal website, you see these examples on the slide. While social media platforms like LinkedIn or Instagram, they are rented land, yes, where algorithms control your visibility. Your website is one place where you have 100% control over the narrative that AI models like ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude, they scrape to understand who you are. So why this personal website is so essential? When AI assistants, no, we need to the previous slide still. Natalie, yeah, thank you. When AI assistant tries to verify your identity, it looks for primary source and website with your name in the domain, for example, first name, last name.com. This serves as a anchor for your digital footprint, and it acts like a hub for your biography, for media mentions, for all your awards and publications. This helps search engines to connect the dots between your various online activities. Yes. And yeah, the main thing is ownership of data. Unlike in social media, your website won't disappear when some algorithm will change. So it's very important to have this basic anchor of digital footprint. And here you can see a schema mockup. Yeah, it's more while humans read the text on your website, search engines and AI models read the code. And this is where schema mockup becomes the most powerful technical tool. Yes, it's like schema is the fastest way to help Google generate this desired knowledge panel for you by using, for example, code same as attributes this in your schema code. You can link your website with LinkedIn profile, Wikipedia, Twitter accounts, and just providing Google that all these accounts belong to the same person. It's very important, for example, if you have people with the same name, public people with the same name, you just similar name. Just this schema providing clear, structured facts and ensure the AI will get the right information about you, and no hallucination, yes, about you and your company. The next slide, please. And yeah, company resources. Your personal brand just it doesn't live in vacuum. One of the strongest signals you can send to Google and AI assistants is backlink authority from your company's official domain. You can see an example in Natalie examples. And what should you do? You can create separate team personal leadership page, yes, or if you write articles for blog on your website, you need to mention that you're an author of all these articles. But beyond your own company site, you must appear in so-called verified institutional databases like Crunchbase, the org, and other platforms. So, yeah, it's like when you have all these mentions, all this placement, AI sees all this helicopter view of your career, and it is easier to be visible in AI search with that way. Okay, and yeah, the next, I need to tell how to claim Google Knowledge Panel. Yeah, once a panel is automatically generated, the entity can claim it to manage information. But to do it, you need to work on your media presence. Yes, for example, you can Google your name and check, do you have this button? Yes, you can see on the screen, to claim your entity. So in case it appears, yes, it means that Google has enough information about your brand, and you can work on your Google Knowledge Panel. Yeah, the next slide, awards. They are very important for personal branding. External validation builds trust faster than self-promotion. We all know it. For example, in United States, a lot of different certifications, awards, and so on, thousands of them, and it's like a part of their culture. And yeah, each award is asset, yes, and each mention is a signal, and each citation is AI training material. So pay attention on all these possibilities, yes, and don't be too shy. Yes, gather all this information on your personal website or LinkedIn page and so on. So just to have this place data with database of your awards and other important things. And yeah, if we are talking about social media, before AI age, it was enough to build strong brand in social media, for example. But right now we see that for example, traffic from Facebook dropped by 43% just in last 30 months. So we have this trend, and it will be worse and worse. And the only this create this visibility gap for professionals who rely on text-based social sharing, and we need to think about more about video. The next slide is about this, and Google now uses video as a source of material, and even AI overviews feature video, and YouTube growth is massive, and video is no longer optional. Yes, it's a searchable authority. So when but you need to optimize your video, right? Yes, add subtitles, add transcription, and so on, so on. So it's very important to do basic YouTube SEO and other video placement SEO. And we have an example. Yes, Natalie, do you want to tell, or maybe I
You
will
can
tell
share.
about it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have an example in our experience when with short videos we get a lot of traffic from AI. It was a webinar for our client, and after the webinar, we cut this a long video for short pieces, optimized that short videos for keywords, and then we start getting traffic from AI just because, for example, on this slide you can see Gemini, and Gemini use YouTube as a trusted source of information, and we received a lot of AI traffic by just this combination of webinar, YouTube SEO, and then we have this AI traffic. So there are a lot of different ways to promote yourself right now. Yeah, and the last but not least, for personal branding, it's very important to be mentioned on websites for opinion leaders. For example, there are a lot of options. For example, Forbes Business Council or Entrepreneur. Yeah, it's paid options, but it's right today it's very easy to get an article on Forbes. It was more harder to do it like 5-10 years ago. Right now we just have a price, and yeah, somehow it sounds like tricky, but they have some review process. You need to be a part of this Forbes Business Council. You need to be a professional, to be an owner of the business, and I think you need to work on your Google Knowledge Panel before applying to this business console option. And under this Forbes Business Console option, you can publish around 3 articles per month from you as an author, not your business, yes, and it's a perfect place for personal branding too. Yeah, and what we have next? Yeah, it's placement in media, like yeah, Forbes, Entrepreneurs, and TechCrunch, and other mastodons. So in our industry, they are expensive or just very. It's very hard to get earned media placement on this media like level of this level, but there are a lot of other possibilities, yes, and you as a professional need to find them, find the trusted sources for your industry. For example, you can work in IT industry and you will have a scope of your trusted sources in your location. Yes, for example, for manufacturing, you will have another trusted sources, and you need to. Sometimes it's better to be mentioned in a local trusted source, not big, than in Forbes for your business and personal branding. Yeah, the next slide. Yeah, trends. I
Okay.
think
It's
it's your
my
partner,
part.
Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You can relax a bit. Okay. So we see few trends that are coming to this industry. Probably you even haven't heard about some of them, but just few examples. So earlier it was mostly about loud PR communication. So what it means, like you needed to have like a big news or something very incredible, or something like, I know, you achieved investment, or you sold the company, or wherever else, something big for medias, for press releases to be publishing about you. But right now, the shift is coming to something more quiet, something where you, for example, you are a leader in certain industry. Let's take an example of agriculture, as I have this example here. So you are a leader there, and instead of making a big boom news, right? You just follow your job and make a good report about how your industry lives right now, or what changes, or collect lots of information of many decision makers, etc. So, and that's your trusted asset to be silently distributed and to be published about, to be you will be mentioned, or probably even awarded by different organizations, or you need to place yourself on that award. But the thing is that you take the leadership in a very small niche, which is the most relevant to you, and you show and you stand as an example in that niche. Here is the example of Kernel. Kernel is one of the biggest agriculture's companies, probably not very well known for most of audience here, but they managed to do a book like The Path of Grain. And it's related to Ukrainian landfills as well, and how we respond to attacks on agriculture infrastructure. And this scene became a diplomatic tool. So communications became very creative. They are not like before. They are more like really creative campaigns. And this book is a diplomatic tool which was presented at the European Parliament and Frankfurt Book Fair. And there are many examples like this in your niche or in other niches. So just keep an eye on how communication is changing, what's interesting examples are, and invest in something that meaningful, because for sure you can invest lots of time and efforts into showing the world that you got an investment. It's good, you have to do that, but a part of that, show the value, what your business can influence over certain field, over the change in the field, and so on. So another thing, we recently had the webinar about how to get cited, how to be picked by LLMs, and the most underestimated asset that was very well spreaded before is press releases. So we already forgot about these tactics, but they are coming back. And press releases very important for LLMs and for journalists that seek the information. And it's the scene, it's like a trick how you can get a stronger media presence, just coming back to press releases, coming back to this old-fashioned way, and probably later when you generate more sources speaking about you, while you will appear in other sources as well, but that's very underestimated asset, which we encourage you to go back and start using it, as well as industry associations or different industry organizations that can write about you. They are very relevant to for your brand, for your personal brand, for your company's brand. So don't neglect industry medias or industry associations influence. Just an example about press releases. So right now, you see the graph. Earlier, it was for example, in 225, it was almost not a very interesting channel, let's say, or tactic. Right now, it generates lots of links and lots of quotations. And if you can place yourself or uh, your business, right, about in one or two press releases, most probably you will get broader reach due to press releases replication on other sources, so like resyndication on other sources. So don't like neglect it, because it's definitely influence AI quotations. Yeah, there's a slide about press release structure and recommendations. I will skip it for now, it's for your homework. And yeah, you probably see this trend as well. But corporate social responsibility and sustainability is something that matter a lot. And also, it's not only a part of your due diligence, but it also impacts your sales. It impacts our people who want to make business trust you, what you are doing for society, what projects you have, etc. So I'm sure that almost every business has something to tell, let's say. Probably not that very bright, like this example of the projects, etc. But I'm sure you have something to tell about. Probably some volunteering lections like this one, or well, you teach in a university, or I know you make some project or donation or something good for people. So be sure you talk about this. It can also be served as a material for press releases as well. It can also be stored on your website. It can also be eaten by LLMs. And when someone will ask ChatGPT, who are you and what do you do? One of your volunteering projects or corporate social responsibility projects will be mentioned here. So it's also a good signal. So the example is about marketing agency that created a charitable foundation, and they have numerous of projects, and they describe that on the website. So here you can see like the animal shelter project during the cold winter, but also there are numerous others. So as I mentioned, the scene is to talk about it, and I'm sure you're doing lots of activities. Yeah, some statistics, like business leadership content is trusted 73% more, according to Edelman research, and 60% of clients are willing to pay premium prices to brands where leaders like CEO, founders, they communicate publicly. So they have their open brand, they have their position. So people are willing to buy from them, even if it's more expensive. Some microtrends. You remember, right, that from one content you created, for example, you recorded a video. From that video, you can make shorts, you can write threads, you can wrap up in PDFs, you can post as a carousel on LinkedIn, or I don't know, 5, 10 posts on LinkedIn in different formats, newsletters, etc. So reuse the content, reproduce different content formats, and invest in content creation. Probably invest few hours in making a webinar, right? And from that, you will have the content that people will trust you, and you will produce many other pieces of content based on that. Another thing, by 2028, LLM search will significantly be changed and will change traditional search. So that's what I mentioned before. right now you have to invest in sources like structured website that Nastya was told about, different international media outlets, local media outlets, industry organizations. YouTube is a perfect channel. Expert LinkedIn, Threads, or wherever. So just know your channel and invest in few of them, and see, always check what LLMs are talking about you. And micro communities, for sure, always great idea. Niche communities, and the thing is that people trust recommendations from those micro communities as a personal advice. So probably you will have idea of how to make a community. And we have to remember that AI, that's a supportive tool, something that supports communication, not replaced it. And in this era, as more as content created by AI, we have to think, okay, so I use AI, right? But why people should trust me, who I am, what's how do I look like, what do I talk about. So be present with your human part. So use AI for sure, but don't forget that your human part and personal approach, personal values are very important in the communication. Yeah, and just a few ideas for you where to start. So, if you take 90 days, for example, and like 3 months, so at the first month, we recommend you to audit your profile and positioning. Find what do you like, what you don't, what is missing about you, where you haven't told something about you or your projects. So make an audit. Then find for yourself authority assets. So it can be different from person to person, from industry where you work in, and so on. So find the most authority assets for yourself in your niche, and yeah, if you need our advice on that, you can ask. And another thing, start with publicating content, or asking for citations, or doing some PR job. So here I talk about LinkedIn, YouTube, different communities, different media outlets, everything you can do by yourself. Or if you don't have the expertise or understanding how to do that right, so you can also come to us, and we might probably help you. Well, another thing we can suggest, so if you feel that you really need our support within audit, within prioritized actions, and roadmap within your like visibility roadmap for 12 months, so you can come to us. We can support you and guide you, and also provide instructions and work over getting more peer mentions, everything in order to improve your digital footprint. So this is a promo part, but I think that's it. Well, if you need our help and support, always welcome. If not, please review this webinar slides, and you might probably find a few sources and few ideas you will start working on just right after the webinar.
Yeah, and I think we
Yeah.
will send the presentation after the webinar. Yes, Natalie?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. As I mentioned, one of our values is that we give you lots of food for mind, and in few days you will be unwrapping everything we said for those 40 minutes. That's a bit about us and our core expertise. As I mentioned, we work with go-to-market, and so we set up marketing, sales channels in order to work with them cost efficiently. We also work with different markets like EU and US. Well, everything you need to ask about PR or media or partnerships, etc. Feel free to write over our email or LinkedIn. We will be very happy to answer you. That's a little bit about NASA, so you will see that in slides if you want. And a final slide for you to scan our QR codes appear on the page about us, and later you can knock to us through LinkedIn. We will be very, very happy to connect. And as I mentioned, we really value your time. Thanks a lot for being with us, for investing these 40 minutes. We tried, as always, we try to make this as an intensive. We try to give you lots of content, lots of ideas for self-exploration. So if you like our webinars, we usually do them like once per month. So let's stay in touch. Hopefully you will find our next announcement about webinar, and we kindly invite you to join us next time. I think, am I right, Nastya? Will we talk about LinkedIn in the era of AI for the next time or not?
Yeah, about new algorithm and
Yeah, yeah,
how to.
yeah. We thought about
But
that
right now
idea.
you
Yeah,
need to think about your digital assets in general. Yes, LinkedIn is just one part,
one.
the easiest part. That's why we suggested to start with LinkedIn, and
Yeah,
our next webinar will
yeah,
be
yeah.
about it.
Yeah, well, we also conducted webinars about how to be cited by AI, or about some of them were about go-to-market strategy. So if you're interested in our previous webinars recordings, so you can also contact us, and we will send you directly. Thanks. Oh, we might probably have some questions. Let's check out because, well, I haven't seen.
Uh, yeah, may we have a copy of the slides? Yeah, we will send this presentation via email. Yes, right now.
Mm-hmm,
Maybe today,
mm-hmm,
maybe tomorrow,
mm-hmm.
for
Well,
sure.
I'm
But
checking. I'm checking.
no, no,
Uh,
no questions. I'm
I
here.
don't. Okay.
Yeah, about business, Forbes Business Council, yes, it's paid option. But when you are working on your personal branding, it depends on the your industry. Yes, who is in your industry, and sometimes it's enough to be mentioned in the local media. It's in a free way. Yes, but sometimes you need to work on your with to fight with your competitors, and in
Mm-hmm.
these cases you need stuff like business council
Yeah.
only if you have this high competitive industry.
Yeah, there is one more question. Is it still important to invest in Google Ads? The thing with Google Ads is that it's not picked by AI. So if you consider that investing in Google Ads will help you to appear in AI, that will not happen. Well, if you consider Google Ads as a source of getting leads in your niche. So that's another question. Is it worth to invest in your niche? How much it costs, etc.? How to build a campaign? So in terms of AI, it does not matter. In terms of is it worth investing in your niche? Well, I know we can speak in LinkedIn if you explain the case, for example. Um, to give you some ideas. Well, I think that's all the questions. For sure, the copy of the slides we will send. Yeah, and come to our next webinars.
Yeah, yeah.
if that
Have a
was
nice day.
valuable for you.
We hope. We hope.
Super.